Hi everyone, I am so glad you're here. But let me start out by saying I am a sucker. I'm a sucker for a good kitchen gadget, especially one that is inexpensive. So today we're going to talk about some of my favorites, those that I use every day or almost every day, and then a couple that might cause you a little heartache. So stick around to the end. I've got a lot planned for us. You're watching Fun to Know with Carol, and I'm Carol. Weekly videos that I've designed to connect with your curiosity. So if you're a curious type of person, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Our gadgets today are focused around two main foods. If you are eating on the healthy side or having a ketogenic diet, you may be using these foods, and using these gadgets might be a nice addition to your preparation. The first food group, avocados, and the second is strawberries. So let's take a look at what some of the gadgets are that help to make the prep of these foods a whole lot easier. With avocados, the gadget I'm going to show you is this avocado slicer and pitter. I got this probably a couple of years ago from one of my sons, so I don't have the packaging still because I use it almost every day. I put an avocado in my salad at dinner time. And when I got it, I have to be honest, I said to myself, okay, how difficult is it really to slice an avocado? Why not just take a big old honking knife and whack the pit out and, slice it up? But I'll tell you, this is the coolest thing. Now, when you're looking for avocados to slice, let me just show you here. This may be the color of the 70s refrigerator that your parents had, and that's a nice avocado color, but that is not a ripe avocado. This, on the other hand, is a ripe, put it right in front of my face here, is a ripe avocado, and it's ready to go. I had to go to my local organic avocado stand. These, by the way, these are the small size. These were 3 for $1. So they're pretty inexpensive. So taking a look at what the component pieces are of this gadget, we have the blade portion here with a point on the end, and what that's going to do is slice the avocado in half so that you can then twist it and open it up. And then you've got the pitter part right here, which I'll show you, where you're going to just whack it on the avocado seed and it'll come right out, and then the slicing tines here. Now you may be making guacamole with your avocados, and so this isn't an avocado specific gadget, but one that I just got that I just love. It is an herb mincer, okay? And so if you're mincing up cilantro to put in your guacamole, this is the thing to do. And of course, you can take a knife and you can chop up cilantro, but this is a great little mincer. It does it just like that. So it comes in 3 pieces. There is this guard that goes over the blades, say, take the guard off. And then this piece has 2 parts, the green part and the white part. Then when it comes time for you to clean it, you're going to have herbs in here, leftovers. You're going to have some in here as well. So it's very easy to take apart to clean. You simply pinch the end here, pinch it together and pull it up. And then you run this part through the faucet in your sink. And what I generally do is, when it's wet, I just lay it flat like this to dry. It's very easy to snap back together, just like that, and put the blade cover on just like that, and you're good to go. The next gadget isn't specifically connected to avocados, maybe strawberries, but there is a bit of a backstory here. When I was young, I would sometimes still be hungry for something sweet after I'd gone to bed, and so I would sneak into the kitchen, and if the Cool Whip was thawed, one of my favorite things to do was take a big old scoop of Cool Whip, and then I'd whip it all back up again and smooth the top over, thinking that my mother would never discover what I had just done. Well, we all know better. We know that moms know those kinds of things. She never said anything, but I know that she knew. So the thing about that is that sometimes there's just got to be that little bit of sweet that satisfies you. And what I've found on a keto diet is that when it's got a bit of fat with it as well, it's very satisfying. So my next gadget is a milk frother. Now, this is battery operated, where everything else has been hand operated up to this point. Normally, when you use a milk frother, this comes in a little stand here. Normally, when you use a milk frother, you put it down into your cup of milk and then press the button. It goes around and you keep this part submerged, and it just makes the milk frothy. However, what I've discovered is that when you're using it with whipping cream and you put a small amount in your container and have it go up and down so that it's actually whipping, it turns it into whipped cream, for one thing, because you're using whipping cream rather than milk. And so it's not just a lot of bubbles, it's actually whipped cream. So my recipe for this is I take a small amount of coffee and a couple drops of stevia, put those into the container that I'm going to use, which is the little stainless steel container, and then simply whip it up and down for about 30 seconds. Now, what you can do is just eat that straight out of the mug, or you can put that on something like a brownie, or with the coffee flavor, whatever it would go well with for your palate. I sometimes will make it plain, no flavoring, no sweetener, to put on strawberries, and it's the bomb. Now, the whole benefit of this is that you don't have to get out your big mixer. You can just do a few tablespoons of whipped cream, and it does a perfect job. Now, on to a couple of gadgets that you may not want to waste your money on. The first is the result of a trip I took to a grocery, and I ran across this strawberry huller. And I thought, oh great, I'm doing a video that's got strawberries in it. I'll just pick one of these up. The whole idea behind this is that you push the plunger down just like this. It opens up and you put it into your strawberry just like this. You open it up, you put it in, you twist it, and it pulls out the hull. Okay, so that's the theory. Now, there are all kinds of other ways you can take the stem off of a strawberry. You can use your big old honkin' knife, okay? But when you do that, we usually end up cutting off way too much of the strawberry, and it's just wasteful. Or you can use a very small knife and kind of trace around the hull and pull out just a bit of it. That works very well too. Or you can take this strawberry huller, put it in, let the plunger go, twist it, and then pull it out. Now, what do you notice about these two strawberries? The one that I've done with just the small knife keeps more of the strawberry. The one with the strawberry huller has taken out about half the strawberry inside, and that's where a lot of flavor is. So I don't recommend that you waste your money on this. The last gadget that I don't really recommend is this butter spreader. It didn't seem to work that well for me. Now, what you probably would use something like this for, if you notice there are holes all along the side here, that's for making butter curls. So you run it across the cold butter and curls come out the other side. It's still not ideal. So for the price of it, I would say it's definitely not worth it. So these two gadgets, don't waste your money. However, the four that I do recommend are the avocado slicer and pitter, the herb mincer, which is super easy to use and super easy to clean, and then my childhood come into adulthood, the milk frother for whipped cream. I hope you've found something in today's video of gadgets that was fun to know, maybe something you didn't know about one of those gadgets. Tune in next week because we'll have a video on completely different topic. I do appreciate you joining me each week. Thank you for your comments down in the comment section, and I will respond to all of those. Hope to see you again next week, and take care.